Damn it, I wanted to record all of that. So the inspector was just here. She's just leaving now. I had put this on. I was trying to record what she said and I said, but it didn't get recorded. I'm doing my best to document what's happening as it's happening in my life and hoping that this is going to be fodder, information to help me accomplish my goals. And what my goals are, first of all, this building where I live. It's a beautiful building. It should be a wonderful building. Poor people and not poor people should be able to live here together. The non-poor people pay their rent, and the poor people get some help from Section 8 to pay their rent. And then the building should have heat in the winter and heat in the summer according to the law. It doesn't meet the law. But why, I don't know. But we'll find out why. How? Because we're going to bring everybody in this building into the court and depose them. Well, we can't depose them because we can't hire a court reporter. So the only way a poor person can go to court and win is to put the people on stand. Then they don't have to pay for the court reporter. The court pays for it. And ask everyone who's ever lived in this building in the last 3 years or 5 years if they had heat or not. And if there were mice here, and other questions pertinent to the complaints that the landlady has, that I'm a slob and that I'm not neat and that I live like a dog, or worse than a dog. But most dogs, it's true, they don't have heat at night. So, but I didn't start that I don't have heat at night. She didn't have heat at night to begin with. I've been here 4 years or 5 years, and I don't have heat at night. And how can that be? How can it have been that this apartment passed inspection for 4 years, and after the year, the apartment was a mess? Well, was it because I'm a dog, or I don't know how to live neat and clean? Or is it because every night, instead of sleeping in warmth and comfort, I got to put coats on and put heaters on, and I run up to thousands of dollars of electric bill that I can't pay? And then I have to worry about getting the electricity cut off. And then I got to go deal with Con Edison. Now, that's because I'm using my electricity to heat the apartment for the last 5 years. That's not supposed to be my expense, because when I apply for Section 8, when I apply for food stamps, when I apply for SSI, and we do all my needs and my bills, they don't report my bills down right. They report them down the way it would be that I'm a dog. Everyone thinks a poor person's a dog, and that they are not intelligent, that they can't think for themselves, that they can't do anything right, and they need the government to take care of them. Well, us poor people, we're not stupid. Not all of us. Some of us are drunks, and those of us who are drunks need to be not allowed to take government money if we're drunks, because the money that the government gives to help poor people should go to people who are poor, and it's not a fault of their own. And yet, if you're black and you're a drunk, it's not your fault, because the oppression of black people is so strong in this country. It's been that way since this country started, that no black person who's poor is going to ever feel that they are a part of this country and this society, except for propaganda that tells them that. And then the poor go to war, they die in the war. The rich go, but not as much as the poor. And when the rich come back, they enjoy being rich. And the poor come back, they enjoy being poor. Although they help the poor who go to war, who survive a little bit. The ones that die, they don't do anything. They don't take care of the widows. They don't take care of the children. What they do is marginal, and it's slowly improving, which proves that once before it wasn't right. If you improve something today, that means it wasn't right yesterday. So who was in charge yesterday? The same people? So now you can improve it again. And that's where you get into science. In your science books, every first page in the science book tells you that they used to know what they're doing and now they don't. And every science book tells you they didn't used to know what they're doing and now they do. But then the next 10 years, you have another science book says the same thing, and every 50 years and every 100 years. And science is a religion in this country. It's simply a religion. It's a religious belief that some people think they can figure out where we came from and how things work, and they can tell the rest of us. And sometimes they're good at it, and sometimes they're not. They get better at it, it seems, in certain ways, and then other times they don't get better at it. Now, this is copyrighted 2018, on March 5th, 2018, it's a Thursday. I got up this morning, the inspector just left, Mariam just left. I don't know why she doesn't put heat in the building. I assume it's because she's a Christian and she doesn't have enough money to pay for the heat. Now maybe she's a Christian and she saves her money, because Christians are saved, and they save their money. And maybe she has a view of things that is very based on her own person rather than what is right and what is wrong. And of course, what's right and wrong is from her point of view. That's the trouble with most Christians, both the liberals and the conservatives. They come to some idea, and then everything has to be based on that idea. But unfortunately, the liberals don't make any sense. Their ideas are senseless. They're satanic. They're demonic. And unfortunately, the Republicans, where it was started by people who were saved in the United States, and they wanted to promote salvation for all, then the Democrats, who started the slavery back before when we started the country. You see, you don't know the history of this country. You don't understand it at all. And the same people controlled by demons who know what's going on, know what used to happen, because they've been around. They don't die. They continue to live. If the demon torments you all of your life and then you die, then the demon gets assigned to torment somebody else. If we understand the demons right, and we might not understand them right. Apparently, the only way we know about demons is from the demons telling us what they say. And since they're liars from the beginning, you don't really know what the truth is. Anyway, we're going to stop this at 7 minutes. And we hope that we get a following. We're probably not going to get a following because we're doing something that seems to be right. And we have 3 channels, poorfortrump@gmail.com,